Charlie, how you doing?
Yes, not too bad, Johnny.
Right. Just tell us your name, your age and your position.
Anthony Charles, aka Charlie, aka the great John Barnes, aka Mr. C, aka the great Johnny Barnes. Age 30 plus 21. Centre midfield general, also known as the enforcer, which also could play anywhere along the back line.
You've answered one of my questions for later on, but there we are. We'll get back to that.
All right.
Just give us a little bit about your playing career, Charlie.
Started off as a youngster at Loudwater Olympic, then moved on to play for Marlow, little spell at Flapwell Heath, then played down at Woburn Green, and also played for Chertsey for a little while. Sundays played for Pandex, Wimco, Saracens Castle, Cressets Club, FC Beaconsfield, Wickham Marsh.
We never got you down to KGV then?
No, not yet, no. There's still time.
Tell us the best player you played with.
I would have to say either Philip Nelson or Rodney Bennett.
Yeah, two good players.
Yes, very good players, yes.
I'll never forgive Philip Nelson for missing that penalty when we lost 1-0 to Chinner in the Cup semi-final.
Oh, yeah.
Best player you played against?
The best player I'll say I played against, not a lot of people know this guy. He's from Marlow. He was at Marlow, a guy called Alex Milne. He was a proper player, really, really good player. He's one of these guys who just could not get the ball off, but yeah, very, very good player. There's been a few, but he sticks out to mind.
Right. What's your best footballing moment?
I would probably a couple. I would have to say, as a youngster playing for Pandet, we played Rose and Crown in the subsidiary cup, and we beat them on penalties. It was 3-3 after extra time, and ended up beating them on penalties. Also beating the King George V in the cup final down at Adams Park.
Yeah, I
would say them two moments do stick out really.
Stuart got banned from that game for singing. That's how bad his singing is.
No surprise there then.
What's your funniest footballing moment?
It's my funniest footballing moment. A guy called John McGuinness played for Downley Albion against Woburn Athletic, and he actually scored against us. And don't know how the hell he managed that. And for 20 years, this was about 20 years ago, and for 20 years, and enough every day, he keeps singing this stupid song, "Who put the ball in the Woburn net?" And honestly, if he could sing,
yeah, but
it wouldn't be too bad, but he can't flip and sing. It just drives me crazy.
Good songs don't die though, do they? They just live forever. You'll hear a few more this season, don't worry.
Yeah.
What's your prediction for the season for United for Dementia?
Obviously to win the league and raise some money for a very, very good cause. But win, lose or draw, we know we're going to have a good crack. And but yeah, it's all about raising some money for a really, really good cause. And but yeah, we play football to win, and hopefully win the league.
Nice. Right, Charlie, I've got a little confession to make.
Far
I think
away.
I played football with you for about a year and a half before I realised your name wasn't actually Charlie. So how come you got the name Charlie and not Anthony or Tony or Ant? Who gave you that?
I'll tell you what, I really didn't know. As a youngster, obviously the surname's Charles. It just stuck as Charlie. But yeah, there's quite a few
Do you
people.
not like the name Anthony?
Nah.
It don't suit you actually. Charlie suits you.
I don't think so either. Yeah, I think that's right, mate.
Right, I played with 3 Charles brothers. Kenny, always good midfield. I've played with him Flackwell Heath reserves, good player. Nicky I played with at Wimco along with yourself. What happened to you? He was a good player, Nicky and Kenny. What happened to you?
What do you mean? What happened to me? I'm the best out of the lot. and hands down, mate. No, there's no argument there, mate.
No, all joking aside, what do you feel is your best asset as a player?
I would like to say probably my tackling or my range of passing.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I think you was always 110% as well. When I played football with you, I thought you could always guarantee a performance out of you. So I thought that was
Yeah, I'd like to think so, yeah.
always guaranteed a good performance. If you could go back and live one more season, like we're all going to do this year, I know you've carried on playing, but if you could go back and live another season, what would it be?
Yeah, just basically one trophy was eluding me is the Berks and Bucks. I'd say for our standard of football, it's like the European Cup. Maybe to play in a team, what could win the Berks and Bucks, and basically won everything else really, especially in Sunday football. But yeah, I wouldn't mind sort of going back and playing in a team and to actually win the Berks and Bucks.
What's the furthest you got in the Berks and Bucks then?
We did actually.
Because you played in some really good sides.
Yeah, no, we actually
Pandex and
yeah,
Wimco, where I played with you, we had some good sides. But
yeah, we got to the final for Pandex. It was over at Binfield and we lost in the final there. We lost in the semi-final against a team from Milton Keynes. But yeah, I've sort of got fairly close but never sort of got over the line.
You think United Dementia are going to get there with all those old boys?
I'd like to think so,
We're
yeah.
going to roll back the years?
Well, we've got a good mixture of sort of old boys and some good young guns coming through. So yeah, I'd like to think so. I reckon we'll win with a chance, definitely.
You sort of answered this question earlier, but if you can compare yourself to a famous footballer, or who's your favourite footballer, but compare yourself to him, who would it be?
The great John Barnes.
What, you think you play like John Barnes?
No, I play better than him.
Just another thing, Charlie, you gave us your prediction for the season, but I know I'm looking forward to catching up with a few old faces again and having some good Sundays of drink with a few of the boys I haven't seen for a while. What's your thoughts on the after football part?
Yeah, same thing. Really looking forward to it. Yeah, there's like got some old school drinking man from back in the day, and as I say, there's some young guns in there and that. But yeah, I'm just really looking forward to having playing our football, win, lose or draw. We'll have a good drink afterwards, and plenty of laughs along the way. So yeah, really looking forward to the season, the social side of it. Yeah.
What about Tiny Temper, aka Stuart McGuinness? You looking forward to catching up with him?
Yeah, definitely. It was good the other day when we trained up at Crescent AstroTurf. I could have put that in one of my funniest moments. Stuart was like clean through and goal, open goal, just about to put it in, and he went down, and that did actually make me chuckle.
What, on a training session?
Yeah, on the training session.
I think he's a little bit top heavy now, and he sort of stumbled, and the belly got him.
Nah, I did actually see the sniper up in the trees. There aren't a lot of people that see it, but I actually did see it. I think it was one of them Jeremy Beadle moments. And Stuart's like clean through and goal, just about to put it in. What happened next? Yeah.
I had a couple of kids shouting from the sideline. They wanted their ball back. Apparently, he's hiding it under his jumper.
Well, I'm glad you said that, John. Brotherly love and all that.
Charlie, what's your worst moment in football?
I'd have to say there's been a few, but one that sticks to mind fairly recently. A couple of years ago, playing in the Tony McGee six-a-side tournament. We lost on penalties against Arsenal, and a guy called Matthew Fowler missed the deciding penalty. And sorry, big boy, you've actually ruined my life. I haven't slept since. And but no, that's just not normal. I mean, how could we lose on penalties to Arsenal? That just ain't right. Sorry, Matthew, man. You've repeat myself. You have actually ruined my life, mate. Sorry, big man.
Simon played in that game as well, didn't he? He's a colossus, isn't he?
He is a bit of a man mountain. If his knees are all right, he's a hell of a player.
If we manage him well throughout the season, he's going to be a massive asset to the team, isn't he?
Yes, I'd like to think so. Yes.
Shame he's a Liverpool fan, really. To be honest with you.
Who's Simon?
Simon.
In Chelsea, isn't he?
Is he? How come he played in the Liverpool team?
Had to pull him.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Stewart's inquiry.
Well, yeah. Well, we didn't win anyway, so it don't matter.
Just one more thing, Charlie. I've asked a few of the others. What's your opinion on my fantastic assistant manager, Ray Manka?
Ray Manka, he's a legend. I grew up with a guy in Mickerfield. You know, more or less every day we used to play football down the green or on Mickerfield School. But yeah, I'd like to say, yeah, I would class him as a legend. He ain't normal, but I would say he's a legend. But
He definitely ain't normal, is
well,
he?
I don't think he was.
Have you heard some of the answers on some of the other interviews?
I have, yes, mate. yes. But you know, but as I say, the guy ain't normal, but he's a legend.
He's a great player, isn't he?
Oh, he weren't bad in his time.
Yeah. He told me that you played in the team against him where he scored 13 goals. Was you playing defender that game?
To tell the truth, I don't actually recall playing in that game. So
For Woburn Wasps, was
yes, I did actually see that. But
Where you and Steve Hill apparently was in the opposing side.
He must have been on about one of my brothers, not me, mate.
Even though he scored 13 goals, was any of them as good as my goal against Woburn?
Then I don't remember that either.
I'll talk you through it, don't worry.
Well, you taught me through it for the last 20 years. But
Who put the ball in the Woburn net?
So there we go.
What about your roots, Charlie? Your family roots? Where's your family roots from? Obviously, you're Mickerfieldian through and through. I know that. But
Family roots are from St Vincent and the Grenadines.
Yeah.
Like the majority of people in High Wycombe.
Sad what's going on out there at the minute.
It's terrible, yes.
But I'm sure they're going to recover. It'll be paradise again soon.
Hopefully, yeah.
Do you think St Vincent would ever beat Scotland in a football match?
Yes, I do.
You think they would?
Yes.
I think you've had enough to drink, Charlie.
And I ain't had a drink yet.
Charlie, listen, lovely to catch up with you. It's been a long time.
It's been a pleasure, mate. Thank you very much.
Love you always, brother.
And you, brother. And you.